I'm holding the fronts of my knees today, and I'm going to close my eyes, and I'm going to invite you to either do the same, close your eyes, or soften your gaze. And then feel into, let's take a minute to feel your body. How does it feel today? And without judgment, just notice how you feel. And then can we feel the spine lifting? Can we feel the heart lifting? Can we apply a tiny bit of pressure to the shins to encourage that spinal extension? Can we create a sensation? I don't know. I think that we can create any energetic sensation that we wish. And my choice today is to create lightness. And we'll open our eyes and we'll inhale all together. And as we exhale, we'll round the spine. So drawing inwards, bringing the navel back towards the spine, and feel that even though the spine is rounding, it's still long. And then inhale, grow back up. So lift back up tall. And again, exhale, round the spine, drawing backwards. Feel the arms pretty energetically against the legs. So what I'm thinking about here as I'm doing this spinal movement is I'm pulling my thighs towards one another, and I'm also trying to pull my legs apart with my arms. And what that creates, and round, what that creates for me anyway is a nice upper body connection sensation. And lift. And then take the arms forwards. And exhale, round the spine and continue to reach through the arms and then roll back on your mat. So rounding back, find the low back on the floor. Inhale, open the arms out to the side. Exhale, close the arms. Take an inhale to pause. Exhale, roll up. Lift the spine, lift the arms, open the chest, open the arms, reach out, and then round and reach forward and roll back again. So we go down towards the floor, starting here, warming up the spine, open the arms, press back to center and inhale, and exhale, lifting the body, bringing the spine up, opening out to the side with the arms, lifting the chest, and round and push the arms towards one another and roll back. So we can create an energetic contraction. Pause as the low back comes into contact with the mat. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, pause. Exhale, lift. Sit up, arms up, open the arms out to the sides, lift the chest, and now reach forwards and go back again. Last time, round back. Inhale, take the arms wide. Exhale, press the air out of your body as your arms come back towards your sides. Take an inhale and exhale to lift up. Lift the arms, open the knees, stretch forward over your legs, and articulate up through your spine. Bring the knees back and roll back. We're coming all the way down now. We're going to reorient, bringing the pelvis towards the feet. I just have to shift on my mat to make space for that. Arms down to our sides. Inhale. Step down into your feet and roll through your spine, lifting the pelvis. Get the hips up nice and high. And inhale. And now as we exhale, we'll drop the chest down. So soften the chest. Soften through the ribs. Articulate through each bony segment of the spine as you lay your spine bone by bone back into the floor, into the ground, into the earth. And inhale. And exhale. So I like to think about the surface underneath me as the earth, because it is the earth underneath the floor, underneath my house. And that enables me to find, let's go down, a practice of grounding. So we're imprinting, laying the spine down, grounding, and dropping the tail. We're doing 3 more. Inhale, 2, exhale, and lift. The inner thighs are actively pulling together. The arms are reaching forward. The heels are pulling back towards the fingertips. We inhale. And in these movements, these very simple movements, I'd like to invite you to find the depth of your practice. The depth of your practice. Because it's these simple movements, 2 more, exhale to lift, that help us create the strength in our body for the more complicated movements, which we will do. And inhale. And exhale as we go down. Feel the head reaching in the opposite direction of the pelvis, and the pelvis reaching far, far away from the head. This is our last one, and we'll hold at the top. Here we go, lifting up. And pause, inhale. Exhale, lift the left leg up. And touch. And lift the left leg up. And touch and feel it floating in the air, and feel that you're pulling it towards the center of your body from the center of your body. And one more, lifting up and touch. Step into that left leg, stabilize the pelvis, lift the right leg up and touch. And pull from the waist up and touch. And 3 and touch, and 2 and touch, and 1. And reach that foot down, lifting the hips up. Take the arms overhead. And as you roll down through your spine, start reaching around to the side. You do a circular pattern with the arms as the spine is coming down into the floor. And then as the pelvis is dropping down into place, we can to a tabletop position. Keep the knees side by side. Inhale, rotate one side. And come back. And inhale, go across to the other side, pulling the navel back towards the spine. And again, the invitation here in the simplicity of movement is to find depth. Depth to prepare us, to create strength. Because each of the movements, all movements build on these small things. And center. And rotate. And center. We'll do one more to each side. We go over, drawing the abdominals back, 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 back. And center. And over. And center. And then place the feet down one at a time. Bring your hands behind your head. Fully interlace your fingers. Create a cradle for your head in your hands. Exhale. Lift the head and chest. Come up high enough so that you can feel into your floor, into the earth. Inhale. And exhale, lay down. And as you go down, feel that you're engaging down, you're reaching down, you're working on the down, and lift up again. Exhale. Pressing the knees together, stepping down into the feet, pulling the feet back towards the pelvis. Inhale. And exhale as we go down. And exhale to come up. The elbows are wide, the head sits heavily in the hands. We deepen as we inhale, lifting a little higher. And exhale to go down. And inhale. And exhale to come up. And inhale. And squeeze the legs together tightly. And one more. Exhaling to come up. Pause when you get there. Take your hands behind your thighs. Bend your arms and lift a little higher, just cementing that position, organizing, finding more. Let go. Arms reach behind the head and rotate. Exhale. And center. And lift and rotate. And center. And exhale as you rotate, keeping the pelvis very still. And center. And lift and rotate. And center. And lift and rotate. And center. Feel the feet like they're stuck into the ground, but they're trying to lift at the same time. Just activating those deep hip flexors, creating more sensation through the trunk. And center. And rotate. We'll do one more to each side, my friends. Rotate. And center. And rotate. And hold in center. And reach your arms forward. And stretch one leg straight. And stretch the other leg straight. And actively press the low back into the ground and roll up. And open the arms and lift the chest and exhale to round and roll back. Tucking the tail, coming down bone by bone. Reach the arms. Lift the arms, the head, the chest. Press the low back into the floor. Exhale to lift. Finding the long C curve, keeping the inner thighs engaged. Open the arms, lift the back. Press the arms forward, round the spine, and roll back, stretching the legs forwards, rotating the pelvis under to connect the low back. Then take the arms and back down, arms and head. Inhale, head and chest. Exhale to lift. Creating connection, maintaining connection. Open the arms, allowing each movement to become the next movement, to flow into the next, so that there's a continuous movement happening. And we open the arms out to the side, we lift the chest, and we reach the arms forward and around, and we'll do two more. Go back and reach and lift and curl and open and press back and go down and reach back. And last time, lift and curl and reach all the way forward this time and flex your feet and roll up all the way. Let's take the hands behind the head, pressing the head into the hands, lifting the spine and rotate one way. So pull, pull, and center. And pull, pull, and center. So feel the spiraling nature of this rotation. Feel the work coming from the center of the body, from deep within the center of the body. Feel that the feet stay side by side, that the weight over the pelvis is equal over both of the sitting bones. Rotate and center, and rotate and center, and rotate and center, and rotate and center. We're doing two more. Lift as you twist, center. Lift as you twist, center. Last time. And last time. Find your center. Bend your knees. Reach for your feet. Orient on your mat as you need to make space for rolling like a ball. Here we go. Deepen into that shape. Bring the feet up off the floor and rock and balance and rock and balance and rock and balance. Elbows wide. I'm doing the same thing I talked about earlier where I press my legs into one another, try to pull them apart at the same time, creating upper back awareness sensation. This will be our last time. Rock and balance. And then taking the hands to the knees, pressing the knees into the hands, articulate the spine down into the mat. Coming into the double leg stretch position. So take the arms out, legs out, circle and come back. Inhale to reach. As your hands come to your knees, push down. Take the elbows wide and curl into your shape. And inhale, reach around. So activate energetically in your arms. And we have 5 coming around. And 4 coming around. And 3 coming around. And 2 coming around. And last time, coming around, stretching the left leg forward, pressing down onto the right knee and change. So push down, elbows wide, keeping the curl and change. Reach and reach. Keep the feet reaching out into it's just like imagine there's a target and the feet stay on the same line. And they pass one another by. And as they do, they squeeze towards one another. We have 2 to go. 1 to go. Hold their hands behind your head and crisscross. Feel that there's a lifting sensation as you're crossing the middle. Again, just like in the more basic chest lift rotation, we feel that the head is heavy in the hand, the elbows are wide, and we create like a cradling sensation with the head. And we're working all the time, and it's always my intention personally to try to find my best position every single time. And I'm not saying that you need to do that, but I'm just sharing what I like to try. And we're going to do 3 more to each side. Here's 1. And 1. Here's 2. And 2. Here's 3. And 3. Bend your knees, come to center, stretch your legs up, take both legs down and up. And both legs down, and don't let the chest fall down, Meredith. And up and down. And up. And can you play with how low can you go? How low can you go? How low can you go? And up. And 2 more. And lift. And 1 more. And lift. And take the legs down. Take the arms and head down. Bring the legs up and over. Flex the feet. Open the feet. Take the legs down. And roll down. Down. Reaching out through the legs. Reaching out through the arms. As the pelvis comes down, articulate the feet into a point. Take the legs down together and back up. And roll over. And open. Flexing the feet and down. And roll down. Keeping the scapula wide. Keeping the arms energetic. As the tail touches, we go down and together and back and over. and open, flex and reach down and go down. And point and down to the other. One more like that. Exhale to go over. And open. And down. And go down. And point and down together. And one more roll over. Here's the transition. Keep the feet soft. Separate the legs. As the spine comes down, start bringing the head up. Roll up, lifting your head, lifting your arms, rolling up. Take the ankles and open leg rocker. We go back. And balance. This is my opportunity to teach you practice humility. I'm not perfect at this exercise or any exercise for that matter, but I assure you that I'm trying. Lifting up and round. And up. And building the spine. And round. So there's like a threshold, balancing threshold, where you're up and then you're rounding and you're tipping back, and then we go. And then we come up, and then we have that moment of pause, balance, last one, go back. And up, and hold and let go. And if you have room to take your legs straight down to the floor, do that. I do not, so I'm bending, putting my feet down, straightening my knees, sitting up and inhaling. And spine stretch forward, rounding down. Taking the hands out between the feet. And inhale. And lifting. Excuse me, stacking the spine over the pelvis. And this can be done with straight legs or bent legs. It's completely up to you, but let's go. Roll down. Looking for more. Looking for ease. And lift up. So the way I think about finding ease in movement is to fully inhabit the movement. Down. And lift. And we'll do two more like that. Inhale, tall, light. Exhale, connect to the center of the body. Reach down. Notice that you just go a little further every time. And inhale. And lift up. And last one. Exhale, go down. Again, back into a simple movement pattern. Back into a place where we can really concentrate on finding depth. We always can, but it's easier to concentrate on finding depth when it's simple. Go down. Reach out with your spine. Lift your spine out on the diagonal, taking the arms up towards the ears. Reach back forwards and articulate to sit up. And inhale. And exhale, going down. And reaching out, flattening the spine, pressing through the heels. And go down so you can press forward with your heels, whether or not your legs are straight or bent. You can also press down with your heels and go down. And reach out. Maybe you get a little lower each time. Maybe you get a little longer each time. And go back. And lift up. And go down. And out. And back forwards. And back up. And we'll just do that one more time. Go down. Reach out. Reach down to your shins. Take your shins in your hands. Lengthen through the spine. Get a little straighter. Take your arms up over your head and feel your spine. You're reaching in that direction out through your fingertips. And now take the, arms back. And the arms back. And the arms back. And the arms back, and feel the whole back side of the body, the stretch through the legs, the feeling of strengthening in the spine. And one more, and lift up tall. Take your arms out to the side, rotate one way, and saw. So we keep that flattening idea. Send the arms away from each other to lift up, open and center, and inhale, and dive. And reach out, open and rotate, and dive. Keeping anchored on both sides of the pelvis, up, open and center and rotate, and down, and lift up, open and center, and rotate, and dive. And reach out, open and center and rotate, and dive. I see comments coming in. I don't know what you're saying. I hope everything is fine. And center and rotate. I will look at the end and dive and up, open and center and rotate and reach and up, open, and take the arms overhead. And as you do that, slide your legs together. Articulate into a pointed foot. Open the chest. Open the arms. Bring your hands behind you. Press down into your feet. Lift up through the center of your back. And now lift your pelvis up. Pressing the chest through the arms. And keep working through the back of the legs as the pelvis comes down. And lift up. And down. So full body experience. Backs of the legs are working. The mid-back is working to help stabilize the scapula. And we hinge from our hip joints. And lift up. And go down. We're going to do two more. Lifting up. And down. And lifting up. And down. And then lighten up into your hands and lift back up. Reach around or reach up. Take your hands behind your head and reach forwards over your legs, going into flexion, rounding the spine, taking the head out towards the feet rather than down towards the shins, and then lift the body. Press your head into your hands and lean back, neck pull, and then roll through the spine, coming all the way down into the mat, and then lifting up and curling up and taking the body forwards and then rolling through your spine and hinge and articulate and come down. And if you need to modify, if you feel stuck, just take your hands at any time out from behind your head, and that will make it easier. And articulate up and hinge and go down and lift up and roll up and reach forward. Who needs a pull up your pants break? And sit up, me, hinge, and back, and lift, and curl. So we'll take this moment here. Anyone needs to pull up their pants, do it now. Yes, that's part of the dance too. I'm going to take my body a little forward on my mat because I know what's coming and I know how much space I need. And lift up. We're going to go down. I don't want you to go all the way down. I don't want you to go all the way down. I want you to go to your low back. And once you get to your low back, I want you to take your arms forward and lift the left leg. Take a hold of it and pull, pull, change. Pull, pull, change. Keeping the height of the body. Feel that one leg is going down into the floor. It pushes down while the other one is being drawn in to the center of the body. Another variation on our chest lift, just a more complicated one. One more. Continue holding on with your hands if you wish, or take your hands behind the head and continue. So pull, pull, and pull, pull, and keep the body lifted. And make your legs smaller if you need, or bend the top knee if you need. Make choices for yourself so you can have a positive experience in this moment. We're doing 2 more and 1 more, and then we're rotation. So pull with the top leg, press with the bottom leg, pull with the top leg, press with the bottom leg, and pull, pull, and breathe. And 2, 2, and 1, and 1. Both legs come up. Bend your knees. Place your feet down. Lower your body down. Inhale. Arms come down. Stand on your feet and roll your spine up. Let's just do 1. Inhale. And take that leg down. And flex up and push. And pull and reach. And back and reach. And back and reach. And back and 1 more. Now hold that leg up, lift the body a little high, make a circle, a circle, a circle, and 2, and 1, and reverse, and 4, holding the body still, 3, and 2, and 1, and now take that leg down so it's level with the other, bend and put it down, lifting the hips, bring the right leg up, and go down, and flex up, and push away. And pull back and feel the back of that moving leg as what helps us to create stability. Here's 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Lifting the leg, holding it there. Circle. 5, 4, 3, 2. As your other mine was. Now I'm holding it still. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that leg down so it's level with the other leg. Bend your knee. Level the pelvis. Lift the hips. And inhale. And now go down. Softening. Articulating through the spine. Coming all the way down. And let's do that one more time. Not the shoulder bridge thing, but the articulation piece. Stepping into the feet. Lifting the hips. You did it again. He tripped on the cat toy. And inhale. And by lifting, rolling down. May have jinxed him. And once we're down, let's bring the legs into the body. Stretch the legs out on the diagonal. Bring them up. Take them over. Jackknife. Legs go down. And then they reach up. And we feel that we're lifting through the back. We're pressing the legs up towards the ceiling and also away from the body. And now we go down. Folding back in. Controlling. Controlling. Pelvis comes down. Legs go away. And up. and over. They go down and then up. The entire backside of the body has to get involved. The back of the arms, the back of the legs. And now as we roll down, transfer more awareness to the front of the body and take the legs away and lift them and go over, down, and up, 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 up. And inhale and down. All the way. We'll just do one more. Taking the legs down. Lifting them back up. Taking them over. Taking them down. Lifting them up. Pushing them away. And inhale. And going down. And then once we arrive at the bottom, we'll just bend our knees and then bring the knees in towards the chest. And I don't know about you guys, but I could use a stretch. So let's place the feet down, walk them to the outsides of the mat, take both knees to the left, press with the right back of the leg to stretch the front of the right leg, take the left knee to the right thigh and pull down and away. The left knee, did I say I meant the foot? Take your foot away, come back to center, rotate the other way. Take the foot, pull the knee. I don't think of pushing to the floor. I think of pushing out, away from my feet. And also a little bit down, but that's the second intention. And then come back to center, taking the foot away. Bring the legs back in and roll over to your side. Sitting up. Cross the top foot over the bottom foot. Take the hand out on the mat. Oh, mine are a little slippery. It's hot here in California today. Lifting the side body. We're going into the side bend. We stretch the legs. Take the body up and over. Looking down with the hand. Eyes, looking down with the eyes. Come back. And bend. And reach up. And up and over. Taking just the eyes down. And back. And bend. And lift. And reach up and over. And come back. And bend. Last one, lift up, hold here, take the knee to the mat, press the pelvis forward, hand comes behind the head, lift that leg up, flex your foot and go forward, forward, back and lift, and forward, forward, reach up and back, and forward, forward, and up and back, and forward, forward, and up and back. And one more. As the leg goes back, press your head into your hands. Pause there. Go down. Go up and front. Up and back. Up and front. Up and back. Try to get the leg high. Up and front. Up and back. Last two. Up and front. Up and back. One more. Up and front, up, and keep it to the back. Take your arm forward, rotate your body, lift that leg up, and now press and press. So you're in rotation, you're in extension, you're working through the back of the leg, and we'll do 4, 3, 2, take the leg out to the side, lift it even higher, arm comes out as well, bend your knee, reach across towards your other hand so that you can sit down on that hip. And then just continue onto that side. Crossing the top leg over the bottom, reorienting as needed on the mat. Here we go, side bend, reach out and up, and the eyes come down, and the legs are pressing together. We find our straight line, and we bend, and lift up, and over, and back, and bend, and up, and over, and back, and legs stay together, and lift up, bring the knee in, press the pelvis is lifted. I apologize, flex your foot, and go forward, forward, and back, back, forward, forward, back, back. Perfection, my friends, is an illusion. It does not exist. 2 more. I'm living proof of that in this moment. 1 more. We go back, we go down, up, front, up, and back. There's a suspension, and a drop, and a suspension, and back. And here's 3 of 5, and 2 of 5. Keeping the head back, and 1. Taking the leg back, take that arm forward, lift that leg, find your rotation, and go up, and up, and up, and up, and up, and then back around to that side, lifting, 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 and bend, and sit back. Finding a stretch, taking a moment, catching our breath, continue on to that side. You're back on the other arm, bringing the legs around, the hand is down, the spine is straight. We go out into our side plank and then into our twist. Under and through. Come back. Side bend, bringing the pelvis down towards the mat and lift up. And reach through, flattening the back. Stand on your feet. Come back and side bend and lift up and reach through and come back and side bend and lift up and bend. Scoot your feet in close. Push up, take the arm and reach over. Take the body a little forward, so go into rotation. Come back, come up, take the hands behind you, bring the legs to the other side. Here we go. We go out and through and back and side bend and up and push back into your feet and back and side bend and up and under and back and last side bend and up. Bend your knees, scoot your feet in close. I'm very curious what all these comments coming through are. I can't wait to read them. Lift, 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 and side bend. And from that side bend, do a little rotation forwards. And then back. And then all the way up. And take the arm down. Turn onto your front. Come onto your elbows. Press down into the ground with your arms. Lift your chest towards in front of you. Pull back with your upper arms, back with your elbows. Lift the legs off the floor. Kick the right leg. 1, 2, left leg. 1, 2. And now continue. Ba, ba, da, da, ba, 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 ba. Keep the body lifting all the time. Keep the back of the legs working to help you to stabilize your trunk. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Reach out, lift up, come off your elbows, turn your face, hands behind your back, elbows down. Kick 1, 2, 3, and reach out, lifting the arms, lifting the body, and kick 1, 2, and reach out, and kick 1, 2, 3, and reach out, and kick 1, 2, 3, and reach out, and kick 1, 2, 3, and reach out. One more. Kick 1, 2, 3, and reach out. Take the arms around in front of you and swimming. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. And inhale, 2, 4, 5, and exhale. And 2 more breath patterns. And exhale. And 1. And exhale. And take the arms out. And as you do, lift your back. And bring your arms down. Let your legs come down. And push up. And lift up. And sit back towards your feet. Taking a stretch. Taking a moment. We're going to come over our hands. I'm going to take one leg back, stand in it. Take the other leg back, stand in it. Be with me here for just a moment. Stretching through the calves. Stretching through the calves. And now bend and straighten. And bend and straighten. And bend and straighten. And bring the right knee under. And back, left knee under. And back. The leg that's not coming under is pushing away. And under. And back and under. And back and under. And back and under. And back and 1. And back and press the hips up. Heels press down. Upper back is open wide. We're going to lift the heels. We're going to roll the spine forward. We're going to hold there and bend and push. And bend and push. And bend and push. Left leg points and lifts. And lifts. And lifts. And 2. And it comes down. And we press up. And we take the heels down. Is she stalling, you wonder? Is she stalling? The answer is yes. Catching my breath. We come back. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend. And right leg goes out and back. And out and back. And 3. And 2. And it comes down. And we lift the hips, pressing the heels down. Roll up onto the toes, roll forward, bend your elbows and lower your body down. And bend your knees. Taking a hold of your feet. Press your pelvis down into the floor. Push your feet into your hands. Lift your thighs Press out into your hands with your feet to lift your legs up and come back down. So, pelvis down first, feet press into the hands, feet start lifting like you're going to try to straighten your legs. And it's those actions that help us as we lift up into that rocking shape and go down. And we'll just do that one more time. Pelvis down, feet into the hands, hip extension, reaching, 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 and down. And take your body all the way down. And bring your hands next to your chest. Tuck your toes under. Do this from your knees if you need to. We're going to come up into a plank again. Are you ready? Here we go. We lift up. We lift the hips. We bend the knees. We hop and sit. And lean back. I'm sweating. I'm sorry. Lift the feet up. Take the arms forwards. And go down. Keeping the legs still. Keeping the legs still. And up. And down. And up. One more. Down. And up. And straight. Take your body down. Keep the legs there. Arms reach. Head comes up. Look where you're going as you roll through your spine and sit up. And then arms forwards. And go down. And arms back. And lift up. And look where you're going as you sit up. And one more. Go back. Reach back. Lift up. And look where you're going as you roll up. And bend your knees. And wrap your arms under your legs. Ooh, almost all over. And pause. The pause is for us to gather ourselves together to deepen into the spinal rounding shape. And now we go. Open, close. 1, 2, 3. And back in balance. And 1, 2, 3. And roll up in balance. And 1, 2, 3. And go back in balance. And 1, 2, 3. And lift in balance. And 1, 2, 3. And back in balance. And 1, 2, 3. And up in balance. Last time. 1, 2, 3. And back in balance. And 1, 2, 3. And up in balance. And bring the feet down. And take the pelvis away from the feet. And come up into a sitting position. And take the hands to the shins. And press into your shins and use that press with the arms. My arms, for a fun fact, are shaking. Lift your back, just in case you were curious. Lift your back. Allow your pelvis to get involved. Let your pelvis arch. And then return and take the arms overhead. And open your arms out to your side and lift your chest through your arms and then reach forward over your legs. Diving forward. And then lifting up. So articulating through the spine. And here we can go back into a place of softness. Open, open, suspend the arms, let them float in space, and reach forwards, And then lift up. And float. And open. I just find it amazing the quality of sensation that we can create just by thinking about it. I like to remember, reach forward. That is possible. Quality of sensation. Lift up.